Welcome, bienvenido. Today is November 2nd, and I know I've been gone for a lot longer than I thought I was going to be gone. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. There you go. I'm in my new apartment, and this is an actual real vlog because I have no theme for today. To be honest with you, I am so tired. I have no life right now. And I'm going to tell you the short version of what happened. If you want more details, you would have to go to my Instagram account and find out because I'm making like little videos every day of the progress. Here's the bottom line. I had 4 days to move from a 3-bedroom apartment to a 2-bedroom apartment, downsizing. I had sold some of the furniture. I had given away some of the furniture. So I figured it was not going to be a struggle. Yeah, nah. On Saturday, my husband had two helpers. One of them is a dear friend from Puerto Rico, and the other one is my sister's boyfriend. They decided to bring all the heavy stuff because, among other things, the cable and the internet signal were going to be transferred the same day we started living here, which was Saturday. So nobody wanted to sleep in the old apartment because nobody was going to have access to internet. So then, not only did they bring the beds, but they brought everything. And everything includes this thing that I call Danny's desk because the previous owner's name is Danny. And it's like real wood. It's not gypsum board. It's nothing that looks like wood, and it's not. It's really real wood, and it's really heavy. And when I transfer to my new office, you're going to see it because it's going to be the background for the new videos. So that thing alone weighs a ridiculous, well, they had to bring it between the three of them. That should tell you how heavy it is. It's in two pieces, and even the smaller piece needed three people. So then they bring all the heavy stuff, and I am doing really well. I had packed 65 boxes because my idea was that I was going to unpack the 65 boxes and then keep using those boxes to pick up stuff. It didn't quite work out that way. I ended up having to buy 8 boxes at the last minute and more tape, and it's a long story, but basically we had to use a storage unit to put half of what we had there because I was downsizing and it was just not happening. I don't care what anybody says, moving sucks, and it was just a disaster. So now I have an apartment full of stuff right in the middle because we're just trying to get out of the apartment, clean the other apartment, turn it over, and start from scratch. So my favorite month of the year, which is November because my birthday's on the 21st, has turned into I want to finish this apartment in a week, which is probably not going to happen, but I'm going to try because A, I want to use the new computer, and B, I want to be able to come into my house and not see boxes upon boxes upon boxes. Again, if you want to know what's going on, go to Instagram. So that has been my life for the last 10 days that I've been out of YouTube. I try not to stay away that long, but unfortunately, I cannot tell you how hard it has been to move. It's not only that I'm getting older and I'm out of shape. I have to be honest, it has something to do with that. There were so many bouncing balls in the air and things that I had to do at the same time that I was moving that it was pandemonium. It was 4 days. I had from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, which is Halloween, which is my favorite day of the year. I couldn't even get dressed up. That should tell you how crazy this was. I was hiding, moving stuff in this room so I wouldn't hear the door because I also love handing out candy, and we couldn't even do that. So it was a disaster. But it's over. Now the good part begins because out of moving, I hate packing and putting stuff, bringing stuff to the new apartment, but I love unboxing because it's like, it feels like Christmas. It's like you discover things you forgot you owned. And trust me, there's a ton of stuff here that I totally forgot I owned. I have a channel that I want to use to read books and comment on books, and I have found so many books that I want to read for that particular channel. It's ridiculous. I have so many projects that I'm beginning to put all my projects here to my side so I can start working on them. It's just been ridiculously crazy, but it has been an interesting experience for a couple of things. Number one, I definitely, there's something really wrong with me. I don't know what it is. We're working on it. It could be as simple as arthritis, or it could be fibromyalgia. We really don't know. but it has reared its ugly head, and it's making the process of unboxing a lot more difficult, because every time I unpack something, because I'm standing up, it hurts. And then when I sit down, my legs stop cramping as bad, but my back starts hurting. So it's been, and those are not the only symptoms, but those are the ones that are affecting how fast I move. And so today I set a goal that I was going to be able to see my counters in my kitchen, because there's all kinds of boxes and bags in there. And right now I can see half of one. So I'm really excited about that. But other than that, all I can tell you is, if listen to me, if you're going to move, hire somebody to do it for you. I mean, seriously. The good thing about me moving myself is that I was able to throw away a lot of stuff. I'm still throwing away stuff. I am selling stuff. I am getting rid of stuff. And the thing about it is that I decided to use my birth month to fundraise for the project that I was telling you guys about in previous videos. And I have not been able to do anything yet, because I've been so busy trying to unpack everything. Okay, my dog is here and I hear noises outside, so it's freaking me out. So yeah, that's where we are right now. The view is beautiful here. At some point I'll make a video so you can see the area where I'm at. It's really pretty. I feel like I'm in that movie, oh my God, The Great Gatsby, because we have a lake. We actually have two. We have a little lake from the golf course, and then we have a retention pond. And because of the rain, they're both full, so it looks like almost one lake. And then on the other side, there's some mansions. And at night, it actually looks like the Great Gatsby waiting for the light to light up. It's amazing. So the view is actually really pretty. The nature, I don't get along with nature very much because of sinus infections and allergies and stuff. I have not had a big issue. Other members of my family have. So we're working with that. But that's until your body gets used to it. And this is something people don't think about when they move. And you definitely should. Whenever you change environments, your body has to adjust to the new environment. So in our case, let me put it to you this way. We're used to the nature on that side. It's the same apartment complex, but we had a lot more trees on that side and not as many flowers, if that makes sense. We have a lot more flowers here, and it's more water because we have the retention pond right behind our apartment. It's very different environment from the other environment. Plus, the other side had more traffic because we were very close to the main drive. Here we are completely hidden from all the big streets and highways. In fact, not only do I not see the highway, I don't have to hear it, which is always a plus. We have other roads that come to here, so it's not like we're incommunicado or anything like that. We do have, but what I'm saying is, in the other apartment that I lived, it was very close to the highway. If that, not really, really close, but it's close enough that you can hear it. You can, and all that dirt that comes from the highway was coming here, and they're constructing on that highway. So that was just a trifecta of craziness. On this side, I don't hear the highway. I don't see the highway. And there's a lot of other buildings blocking the highway dirt from coming to my apartment. So hopefully that will keep this apartment a lot cleaner. Things that I've learned from the move. I definitely need one of those things that sucks up the dirty air and gives you clean air, because I have never seen that much dirt in an apartment, and we vacuum and we dust. So this means that, when you move stuff, you really need to move stuff around. And also, I made a plan, a schedule of everything that I needed to do, but I also want to get me one of those little Roomba things that goes around vacuuming the floor when you're not home, because I have a vacuum cleaner and it's okay, but it can't. There's too much dirt. I also decided that I am now making it absolutely a rule in my house that nobody can come here with shoes. I was vacuuming the front of the house, and we vacuum fairly regularly, but of course when you're moving, everybody's coming in and out with their shoes. And the one thing that I noticed is right in front of the door when I vacuum cleaned, the amount of dirt that I picked up the last day that we were in the apartment was ridiculous. And you have to think about what that dirt has and what it puts in your house. Now, I can't do anything about the dog because the dog is a dog. But you cannot compare four little paws, because my dog is like 22 pounds and he's tiny. And you can't compare that to everybody's shoes. So I'm going to buy a basket that I am going to put outside for whoever comes into my house. If you want to come into my house, you cannot have shoes on. I'm also going to get them booties in case they're like workers here or whatever, so they can put on the booties before they come in, because I don't want any more. It's ridiculous. It's just not happening. Another thing that I learned is that I definitely need to set up a schedule. Ironically, and this is really weird, but the piece of furniture that I'm telling you that's really heavy goes against the wall. So basically, you think there's no air, there's no dirt coming in. When we moved it, I had to actually clean the entire area because there was still a lot of dirt in under it. And I'm like, but how can there be anything under it? This thing is solid and it's not moving, but it is. Now, the pieces of furniture that move, definitely you have to move them when you clean, but we have to move them more often. Other than that, what else have I learned? I've learned that I hate moving and that the next time I'm hiring somebody. My niece, oddly enough, was making a joke on my expense, and I got mad at her, and I'm like, look, woman, I'm in pain. And she says to me, what you should have done was pack everything and have somebody actually do the move for you, pay somebody. And it didn't occur to me to do that, because that saves you money. If you hire somebody and they charge you for everything separately, and I remember this from when my parents moved from Puerto Rico to Florida, they will charge you for boxes if you want more boxes. Buy your own boxes, they're cheaper. They will charge you for wrapping stuff. Now, obviously, if you have something big and bulky that you don't want to wrap because you don't want it to get messed up, let them do that. But the stuff that you can put in boxes, books, the kitchenware, all that stuff, do it yourself. Now, I realize that there's an issue with insurance in that regard, but the reality is, I don't know about you, but I've never claimed anything on a move unless it was something really humongous, like if it was the dining room table top, it got damaged or something like that, then maybe I would claim that. But that would be their responsibility anyway, because they're the ones who are going to wrap that. So try to put as much stuff as you can, sell as much as you can, get rid of as much as you can, donate as much as you can, and then at the end, you don't have that much to move. We are downsizing, which means I still have to get rid of a ton of stuff, and I am selling a ton of stuff. But the reality is, it has been crazy and I am exhausted and I have to keep going. So anyway, I'm going to try to film every day for the rest of the week to let you know how it's going. But the reality is that I honestly don't know. I can guarantee that I'm going to start recording every day again starting on Monday. But right now I don't know, because it depends on how well I do with the rest of the house. So thank you very much for watching. If you have any suggestions about moving, please leave them down below, and thank you for watching.